Brought to you by Xander Insurance. Compare rates from top term life insurance companies in seconds at Xander.com.
So back when I was going to college, my parents and I took out student loans to pay for them. When taking out the loans, there was no conversation about me having any responsibility for the parent portion of the loans. Now, 6 years later, my parents are blaming my sisters and I for not having any money in retirement and for filing bankruptcy and saying that after all of that, we're going to have to take over the loans because they shouldn't have to worry about that this time in their lives. And I told them no, but that caused a bunch of arguments, and I suggested family counseling, and that was rejected too. And I guess just want to know, are we in the wrong? Having tried to help them, it seems like they have no willingness to change and letting money come between the family.
Now, what they've done is gross to put that on you. You are not the solution to their financial mess, and they're just in a real pickle and looking at their pile of debts going, well, if the kids didn't cause all of this harm to us, we would be in a very different place. The truth is they have been reckless for a long time with their money. They didn't have a conversation about what was going to happen with college and student loans. They decided to take on all of the debt in their name only with this Parent Plus loan with crazy high interest, and now they want to pin it on you when they're in a bind. I'm not buying it. And I'm guessing the relationship with your parents has not been great for a long time.
That is correct, yes.
It's been transactional and very, well, look at what we did for you, and this is what you have to do for us. And I'm also guessing there is a lot more debt laying around here than just these Parent Plus loans.
I only recommend term life insurance because it's simple, affordable coverage. And you should get it only from Xander Insurance because they work for you, not the insurance companies. Xander compares all the top term plans to save you money so you don't get ripped off with insurance that they market like a so-called investment. Term from Xander is the only life insurance I would get from my family. It's all I've ever bought and all I've ever recommended. Go to Xander.com or call 800-356-4282.
I'm also guessing there is a lot more debt laying around here than just these Parent Plus loans.
That, as far as I know, yes. They're never open about it. So I wouldn't know for sure, but the bankruptcy wouldn't even impact
bankruptcy does not discharge student loans.
Right. So
and
why would they do it if it was only the student loans?
Exactly. Do you know anything about their financial picture?
I don't know exactly. No. They've never been open about it.
This is just so warped. The way you describe this, I just think you need such clear and very high boundaries that are in stone, like concrete boundaries, not flexible plastic fencing boundaries. This is just so weird, and I think there needs to be a real clear, clean boundary established and walk away from this nonsense. Because this isn't just coming at you; they're coming at your sisters too. You said so. This is so unhealthy and I use the word warped on purpose. You got to make a clean cut for now and hope for healing. Hope for something. But there's nothing you can do anyway. So them putting this guilt trip on you because they're desperate, and I'm not. I don't want to be too critical, George, of the parents. It is warped. It's crazy unhealthy. But they are hurting and they're desperate. This smells of desperation.
That's usually when you go to blame everyone else, is when you're backed into a corner like this. And so the best thing you can do is be kind, be firm, be respectful, set the boundary, and let them know, hey, listen, I'm not in a position to pay this back. We never had this conversation. There's nothing in writing saying that we were going to be obligated to pay this debt. You guys decided this is how we're going to help and, quote, pay for school, and therefore it's your responsibility. And if you're in a position to help, if you're going, hey, we got the money sitting in savings and we want to morally do this, that's fine, but you have no legal responsibility to pay this back. And I wouldn't let them guilt trip you into saying, well, if mom and dad are going to be homeless unless you foot the bill, I'm not buying that either.
Yeah, I agree. It just feels so manipulative. Let's see if we can get Eric in. Eric is in Atlanta, Georgia. Eric, how can we help?
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good. What's going on today?
Hey, so I have a pretty personal question here. So I would say I'm pretty far well off in terms of financial stability. My question is if I should save for an extra rainy day, and that extra rainy day meaning marriage and future kids, most likely, or should I be a little bit more selfish with my spending and just kind of boost my own standards of living?
Well, I want to release you from the selfishness. Let's find option C, where it's not save for a fictitious family. I don't know what we're saving for, or save for me to buy a nice car. What's going on financially with you? Do you have a bunch of money laying around?
Well, let's see. My net worth is right around $350,000.
Okay.
And I already have a house that's already paid off as well.
Amazing.
And
you got an emergency fund?
The emergency fund is pretty much whatever is in my high yield savings.
Yeah. How much is there?
Really, $200,000.
$200,000?
Yeah, that's what I put in my high yield savings for the maximum ROI on interest.
Okay, but I like money to have a goal, and that is way beyond a 6-month emergency fund for you. And so what would be your next goal? Are you saying, hey, I don't really have one? I have a paid-for house. Are you investing 15% or more of your income at this point?
Yeah, 15% is already invested into retirement funds each year.
Okay, you sound like you are the eternal saver, and so it might be time to upgrade some things in your life reasonably. We're paying cash. We're not going to have this be a large portion of our world. But if you want to buy a few nice toys, go for it.
Yeah, but he's in such a position that I'm not worried about him having money for a future family.
Yeah, you're fine. It's a line item in the budget.
Yeah.
A family doesn't show up and you go, I need $100,000. It's just a line item.
That's true.
For a ring,
You're doing
and then
good.
for a wedding, and you'll have the savings ready to go, my friend. I'd get out there. I'd get out of the house and start meeting some people and maybe find a nice lady.
There we go.
If anyone depends on your income, you need affordable term life. Never cash value insurance. Visit Xander.com today for quotes.